normally on Cricbuzz Comm Box, we tend to have a fairly decent idea of how the innings is progressing and what the possible win percentage could be for the chasing side. At the moment, well, it still looks as if it's kind of in the balance. May have changed slightly or maybe a lot with the fall of the Sam Billings wicket, who's the only one who really looked very fluent in the innings. 67 for 3 in 10, just under 100 to get in the back 10. When you're setting a score, it's one thing. When you're chasing, it's something completely different. 3 overs of Jasprit Bumrah to come. I'm joined on Cricbuzz Comm Box by Simon Doull. Doull, how much does the percentage change for you after the Billings wicket?
Yeah, quite a lot. I think it's almost a 60-40 Mumbai Indians show now. Andre Russell, we know what he can do. We know that the power he possesses. We know the fact he can win games for you from anywhere. So this partnership's quite crucial. I think if they can work backwards, what can we get off the last 5? Even if Bumrah bowls 2 of those last 5, there's still a chance to get 55 off the last 5 overs. So how do we get to a position where we can do that? We need 40 to 45 off the next 5. Can find a way to do that, maybe leave 60 in the last half, but Bumrah is going to be one of the keys again. What they have done tonight really well, Mumbai, has got results out of Doull Gautam and out of Daniel Sams. I really like the fact they gave Gautam the ball straight after that. 1 over for 26 the other day, and he's bounced back beautifully. 3 overs just for 15. So I like that. They've got a bit out of Daniel Sams, which we're worried about, and they only have 1 over out of Mills as well, and that 1 for 10. So they've got death options aplenty with Bumrah and Tymal Mills. So yeah, it's been a pretty good performance, and they may be saving an over of Murugan Ashwin as well for Russell, just to get that wrong and back through the gate, because we know that he has had issues with that at times.
Just add 1 wicket to that of Murugan Ashwin in that little graphic over there. But one thing that fascinated me about the use of those 10 overs, if you had to, if 10 people sat around there and said, let's do a predicted numbers 1 to 10, who's going to bowl, I don't think anyone would have got that right, including slipping an over of Tilak Varma in between.
No, they wouldn't have. But obviously Rohit's seen something in the nets that has told him that Tilak Varma has got an ability to bowl a decent over or 2. They can use him. They haven't used Pollard yet. They've got that option up their sleeves as well. So there seems to be plenty of bowling options for Mumbai if they want to use them. But at the moment, when they're getting the best out of their top 4 and top 5, if you include the spinner of Murugan Ashwin, I think that's the way they'll look to finish off the back half. They've got enough overs up their sleeve to finish off with those guys and try and put some pressure on. So look, you're never out of the game with Andre Russell in your batting lineup, but you don't want to leave him too much to do. If it's down to a fact where he's got to get 25 or 30 off 8 or 9, then he's every chance of being able to do that. Venkatesh Iyer needs to just to up his strike rate a little bit more now. He's obviously got pace of the surface. He's got a little bit more of an idea than some of them. If he can just up his strike rate a little bit, and there's a couple of little cameos around him, Kolkata are still in it, but I think Mumbai have pulled it back in their favour just a touch.
Add 6 runs to the card of Nitish Rana, who's just hit 1 for a maximum. Before we talk about the pair who are out there, just a quick one on Shreyas Iyer. He looked like the kind of solidity that Kolkata needed if they were to make this a calm run chase, shall we say. Got a boundary off early. Yes, he was a little lucky that Ishan Kishan didn't reach that second boundary that he got. And after that, a short ball that at other times maybe would have been put away for 6. They sort of almost bought his wicket.
Yeah, he almost tried to hit it for 4 or even just for 1, because he rolled his wrists on it, and in the end it just got the top edge and flew away. So he looked very disappointed. It wasn't one he was trying to hit hard. He was just trying to swivel on it into the leg side and pick up a single, and it got a top edge and flew a long way, which with the modern bats that can happen now. So yeah, he looked relatively composed. Billings has looked the most composed, I think, of anyone tonight, but his stay coming to a premature end as well. So Kolkata just need a little partnership here, and then maybe the likes of Narayan and Russell and even Pat Cummins, if it comes down to it, can finish things off for them.
But before they come, Simon, just a final word. The reason why that pendulum probably shifted to 60-40, if this was 2021 and Venkatesh Iyer was batting with Nitish Rana, you'd probably say, these guys are going to smash it and finish it off soon. Russell won't get a bat. But Iyer hasn't quite looked his fluent self, and Nitish Rana really needs to get going this season.
Yeah, he does. He's struggled so far, and maybe that tag again is just weighing a little bit heavily on him. So he needs to just. I just prefer Nitish Rana when he's looking to work the ones and then put the bad ball away. When he's reacting, when he's not searching. When we saw very first ball, he's tried to play quite an extravagant reverse sweep. I don't like that side of Nitish Rana. I prefer the Nitish Rana that reacts to the ball because he's got every shot in the book, and when he does, he'll have success.
Well, that's where it stands right now. Still Jasprit Bumrah, 3 overs to go in the back 8. It will probably be. It could be any of those 8 overs. So you'd have to say maybe 60-40, 55-45. But Mumbai at the moment with their nose in front. Can Kolkata once again make it the kind of a roller coaster it's been? That's all from Cricbuzz Comm Box.